What is going on, beautiful people? Hope you're having a beautiful day, because I am having a beautiful day. So in today's video, I want to take you guys through the top 5 ab exercises in my opinion. So abs is one of those body parts that have an absolute plethora of exercises that you can incorporate in a certain workout routine. However, if I had to shorten it down to 5, these are the 5 that I am going to shorten them down to. So before we jump into those though, what I wanted to do is take you through a little mistakes. So there are a few mistakes that I see people make around the gym when they're trying to train their abs, if they even try to train their abs, right? So that's what I want to take you guys through before we jump into that. So mistake number 1 is using momentum when trying to engage your abs. You'll often see this on a hanging leg raise or even a bodyweight crunch or a sit-up. They'll throw themselves, they'll throw their body. So they'll swing, or on the leg raise, they'll kick their feet up and pretty much use more hip flexion rather than actual ab engagement. So that is an absolute massive one in terms of abs, okay? It's actually not utilizing the muscle to do the work, right? So many people do this. This is what aesthetics is about. It's about contracting the muscle, not getting the most reps or the most heaviest reps or lifting the most weight. It's about getting the best possible contraction. Number 2 mistake is not breathing out. Now, people will either not breathe out at all, they'll hold their breath, or they won't breathe out fully, okay? So for the abs to contract entirely, you need to get a nice full breath out, okay? Otherwise, they won't contract to their entirety. And this is also a very helpful cue for you guys to get accustomed to actually engage the abs more, right? When you breathe out, what happens is your abs pretty much contract instantly. Now, this isn't when you just breathe out regularly, like it's a big explosive breath, and that's gonna help contract the abs. So when you breathe out explosively, what happens is your abs contract. You ready? I'll breathe in. So breathing out explosively is going to instantly engage the abs, which is something I strongly recommend you guys to get accustomed to, because it's gonna help your ab engagement. All right, so now that we've gone over the mistakes that I most commonly see be made within the gym, which really infuriates me, right? People are just not maximizing their time within the gym, and it's kind of annoying because they could be getting much better results. So I want to take you guys through why exactly you want abs. Now, I probably don't have to convince you guys why you want abs, considering abs are probably the most sought after body part. So people who go to the gym, they either want a bigger chest, bigger biceps, or abs, a six-pack, shreds, mate. So yeah, I don't really need to convince you guys of abs. All right, guys, now that we've covered the mistakes that I most commonly see and why exactly you want abs, why wouldn't you? You know what I'm saying? I want to take you guys through top 5 ab exercises. First of which is the hanging leg raise. So this, in my opinion, is going to be the best exercise to get a complete engagement within the abs, okay? The idea is when you do this, you can contract the whole entire rectus abdominis, which you simply cannot really do with a crunch or a sit-up, just not as well, okay? And as well as it's quite hard, it's very, very hard. So it's gonna require a lot more ab strength. So if you can do this, then your abs are very, very strong. Another thing that's good about this is there's quite a lot of variety. You can do it to the side to focus more oblique. You can do knee raises, you can do leg raises, you can lift your legs all the way up to the bar. However, something that I will note, okay, how to do this is to be sure that you lift your hips up and underneath, right? Because that is how the abs engage. It's about lifting the pelvis towards your chest, and that is gonna give you the best engagement. All right, number 2 is rollouts. Now, this is with an ab wheel, or you can also do this with a barbell if your plates will roll. This is great for overall core stability, as well as it's gonna hit a little bit more of these muscles here. This is called the serratus anterior, okay? And it's something that people often neglect. Now, this isn't just top 5 ab exercises, but it's top 5 overall core exercises. So in the core, there's gonna be 3 main muscles at work, okay? So it's the rectus abdominis, the six-pack, the obliques, and then the serratus anterior. And these 3 things are gonna help develop and help shape the abs to make it look like you have a very, very good, sharp, tapered waistline. The ab rollouts, what you wanna do is ensure that you keep your back essentially pretty damn straight. Now, what you wanna do is let your body stretch out, and then at peak stretch, you wanna then contract your abs and bring the wheel in by using your core, okay? So it's almost like doing a crunch. So the number 3 is the cable crunch. The cable crunch is overall a very great exercise in terms of overloading, because when you're doing just a regular bodyweight crunch or a sit-up, you can't so much overload. You can't up the weight very easily like you could with a cable. All it is a pin out, pin in into a higher weight. So the idea is you can either do this kneeling, right? And then all you do is get your body as parallel to the floor as possible, and then keep your hips in a still position and only arching at the back, and then only bending at the back. So what you want to do is get a nice stretch at the top, and then before you even begin the movement, breathe out. So, and contract your abs. However, something that I'll recommend if you are a beginner is to do a nice variation of this. So what you want to do is put the cable down to the absolute bottom, and then you want to grab a Bosu ball, okay? So that's the ball where there's a flat bit and then a half an exercise ball. So you put it on the floor, and then what you do is you lie on that and you grab the cables behind you and you pull it in, put it on your chest, and then stretch out, let your back arch, and then breathe out and contract. The reason why you want to do it this way is it's going to help you build overall ab strength, and it's going to take any stability issues that might be at play out of the equation, okay? So a lot of this is going to come down to your hip stability, being able to actually stay on the floor, and it is a very confusing movement and it's hard to get used to. Starting off on the Bosu ball is going to help you transgress into that with a stronger set of abs. Number 4 is the decline leg raise. So this is on a decline bench or platform, whatever you want to use. And then what you want to do is grab the handles up the top and lift your legs all the way to your head. Now this could also be commonly called as a hip raise, right? Because what I want to encourage you guys to do is actually lift your hips up, not so much just lift your legs. So when your hips raise up and underneath, that's when your abs are going to contract fully. So that is what I want you guys to keep in mind when doing these exercises. Now you can also throw a little bit of variation in this by twisting while you're coming up, twisting while you're coming up the other way, and that's going to help contract the obliques and put more of the load into other areas of the abs. Last but not least, number 5 is the side plank twist. Now this is a very oblique focused exercise. The reason being is the first 4 were very focused on just the rectus abdominis, right? The six pack. So this one is going to be very focused on the obliques, which are a very important part of developing a nice shaped physique, right? Having sharp obliques is gonna add so much shape and sharpness to your waistline. So the idea is you wanna set up in a platform, put your arm parallel on the floor, and then get up in a side plank position like you normally would, so you're straight from head to toe. And then what you wanna do is put your arm on your head and then twist in until your highest elbow is parallel with the floor. Raise back up, and then repeat, and do the same on the other side. So if you can't do this, if you're struggling with this, what I would recommend starting with is just doing the side plank on its own in combination with Russian twist. So what you would do is a side plank supersetted with a Russian twist, and that's gonna help you get accustomed to that movement. So guys, that is top 5 ab exercises. I'm sure you guys were keen to hear this one, right? Abs, an absolute sought after body part. However, you'll never catch that sought after body part if your diet is absolute garbage. Something I want to explain to you guys, okay? No matter how many crunches, leg raises, planks, or vacuums that you do, your abs will never pop, or you'll never be able to see them as well as you possibly could if your diet is crap, or if your body fat isn't at a low enough percentage, right? So the better your diet, the better your overall abs are gonna look. So understand that and then apply that to your own goals. So guys, that is top 5 abs. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a like and comment down below the next body part that you want to see me conquer and give you guys top 5 on. So with that guys, I'm just gonna wrap the video up here. I hope you enjoyed watching because I enjoyed making. I'll catch you in the next one later.